ready process that I did for going on a date with Dan, my husband. We went over on the weekend on Saturday to the Griffith Observatory. No, just kidding, we went Friday. It was super cool. If you've never been to the Griffith Observatory or an observatory in general, it's just a really cool, different kind of date. Dan and I are both really into space, and one of my favorite things to do is to watch space documentaries, look at the stars. I follow NASA's Instagram account, which if you don't, I highly recommend you follow their Instagram account because it's the final frontier for everyone on the whole earth, and it's so cool to see what kind of space knowledge and exploration is happening in the world.
We all look up and we all see the sky and space.
I will say I highly recommend you pay attention to what is actually going on in the sky when you go that night, because when we went, I thought we were going to be looking in telescopes and seeing things like on the NASA Instagram account, like it was going to be like rainbows and like dust everywhere, and it pretty much just looked like a piece of black paper with a twinkle light, like we were just looking at one star, and I was like, all right, we definitely need to pay attention to go back when like the moon is out, not just like a star. Either way, it was really cool. As Dan said, I pre-gamed with space documentaries before we went down there. If you are looking for a really cool space documentary and you're into all this stuff, Netflix actually has this really cool series called When We Left Earth. It pretty much just documents the whole history of the NASA space program. It talks about the astronauts and how they figured out everything they figured out. If I could have a second life, I swear I'd be an astronaut. Thumbs up if you're like a space nerd and you're into all that stuff too. Even if you just are really excited to see the movie Interstellar. By the way, I said this in my last video, I can't believe how many likes these last two videos have gotten. I'm like scared to aim too high, but I believe in you guys, so I want to see if we can get this video to 25,000 thumbs up. So yeah, like I said, weird for me, but this is crazy. So I'm gonna jump in and yeah. Alright, so I'm going to start out with my hair, and I always brush my hair before I curl it or straighten it, but I've actually been straightening my hair more lately. I wouldn't say I'm doing it all the time, but something about this haircut that Michaela gave me, I just really like it straight. So I tend to go over the same pieces a couple times pretty fast because my hair is really, really kinky, especially in the back. So straightening my hair, going down, I like to comb through each piece before I straighten it, just like when I curl it, and then I brush it out, and I'm clipping my bangs to the side because I do those last. So moving on to makeup, I am starting with my Tarte primer and applying that all over my face, my eyes. It just helps my makeup stay better and go on and wear better. So I'm mixing the Smashbox CC cream with some of this Ultra Repair cream to thin it out a little bit, but then I'm applying it with my hands. As you can see, I apply makeup like a 4-year-old, but it's fine. I like using my fingers, and I'm currently obsessed with that Smashbox CC cream. So then I'm using my handy dandy trusted MAC concealer, Studio Fix NC15, I believe, and I'm applying that everywhere I need it. Some little scars, under my eyes, my nose, and then I'm setting it all with my Urban Decay De-Slick. And then I wait for that to dry, and then once that is all dry, I'm going to go over with my Tarte Full Coverage Foundation Powder with a stippling brush, and just lightly use that, not only as like my powder, but kind of as like another layer of foundation, taking it all down my neck. And then I'm going to go under my eyes with my One Heck of a blotting powder, and I just use my fingers. And this was actually given to me by Essie Button or Estee, and I love it. So then from another Brit, this Rimmel Natural Bronzer was given to me by Fleur, or Fleur de Force, and I'm kind of lightly contouring and taking this all over my face. I really like this bronzer, taking it down my neck, and yeah. And then I'm using the blush that I'm currently obsessed with. This is the Jouer blush in Rose, and I'm lightly applying this to my cheeks. This is literally the only blush I've been using for like the last 2 months. I love it so, so much. So applying that onto my cheeks, and then I'm going to take a stippling brush and just kind of dab over it to make sure the lines aren't super harsh. And then I'm going to go in with my Mary Luminizer by The Balm, and I'm going to kind of lightly dust some of it on my cheekbones, down my nose, above my Cupid's bow, and then I'm moving on to brows. So I have been using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in Soft Brown, kind of a couple times, a little bit. I don't know if I love it yet, but everybody's obsessed with it, so I'm trying it out. But either way, I like to go over with a little powder afterwards too. And then I'm using my MAC Paint Pot in Bare Study all over my eyelids. And then I'm taking these 4 left colors from my Stila eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to use these to create my eyeshadow look. So I'm taking the lightest color, putting it on the inner eyes. The second color, the second lightest color, which is the upper right. And then I'm focusing the bottom left color on my outer eyelids in the corners. And then I'm going to take more of a dense brush and I'm applying that darker brown just on the outsides, really light. I don't like a ton of eyeshadow typically. And then I'm going to do a nice cat eye. I'm obsessed with doing cat eyes. That's kind of always my go-to look when I'm actually doing my makeup. I love doing a cat eye. And I don't really have any kind of technique down. I think you guys have probably heard this a lot, just practice makes perfect. I'm definitely still not perfect at this, but I've gotten better. So yeah, I'm just applying my cat eye and then moving on to mascara, which this has been the only mascara I've been using for like 6 months, maybe to a year. It's the CoverGirl Clump Crusher in brown. And I just think it's amazing and I love it. And then I'm going to line my waterline with this nude color from Pixie. It's specifically made for your waterline and I like it because it opens up my eyes, but it's not as harsh as a white. And then I'm going to apply the mascara on my lower lashes. And then I'm taking some of that luminizer and applying it like so. So now I'm going to scrub it up my lips off, and then I'm taking my Revlon, I don't remember if it's called lip butter, lip something, but it's in the color Passion, and I just lightly tap it on, and then I'm taking my Jouer pink gloss and applying that and rubbing it in with my finger. Alright, so then I'm going to curl my bangs, and I get asked a lot how I do the swoop, and this is how I do my swoop. Whoop whoop, swooping it up. Yeah, yeah. And then I just kind of form it where I want with my fingers. Push it down, move it over, and then I lightly hairspray it. And there's my hair. So moving on to my outfit, my jacket is Zara, my top is from Target. My pants are from Hudson Jeans, and my shoes, my little booties, are Target as well. Just posing, modeling. My purse is my handy dandy Rebecca Minkoff bag. I use this, all the time. And then Dan wanted me to walk across the screen and pose, so I did. And there's my makeup, and here you go. My bag. No, my head. Hold it. My head. You have to hold my head. I love this quote. A friend is someone who knows all about you and still loves you. Thanks for being my friend, Dan. All right, so if you want to see our vlog from the weekend, like what we actually did, because we actually had like 2 date nights in a row, you can click the bottom right box. It'll open up another window and take you there. And if you want to see my haul, because I did do a little shopping too, you can click the upper left box and that will take you there. And you can see everything that I bought and spent my money on. So if you want to follow me on social media, those links are obviously right there. You can click any of those and I will see you all very soon. I love you guys. Bye.